Hi, my name's Bob Grillo. I live here in Westport, and I've been a member of the board for the WYAA, Westport Youth Athletics Association, since the beginning. We formed about 10 or 12 years ago. We put together the organization made up of the independent youth leagues in town for the reason of building new fields for them. The growth in town, especially in the leagues we've seen, because of the need of organized sports on the youth level, has been tremendous. All the leagues have grown, and the space has become more and more difficult to come up with and share between the leagues. Currently, we're using all of the school facilities to manage the youth sports, and the idea is that these new fields that we're trying to get built are going to be able to encompass what we need for today as well as into the future. Our organization was formed with the sole purpose of building the fields. The leagues ultimately will help manage the fields, and we've taken a position where the Westport Youth Athletics Association will be there to help the leagues to get the construction going, and once the fields are up and running, WYAA will take a back seat and let the leagues do the managing of the property. That being said, we started out initially doing a land search, and in that period of time, land values in Westport were skyrocketing, and it became increasingly difficult for us to find a piece of property that fit our needs and also was affordable. The Lenny Santos property, which is located up on 177, came to our attention. It's about a 70-acre parcel. There are some wetlands on it. We have about 35 acres of uplands that we can use. It's a unique piece of property. The location is centralized to the town. Everything fit in perfectly with the piece of land, except the price tag. The original appraisal on the property came in over $1 million, and at that period of time, we weren't in a position to buy it. We didn't have the funds in place, but along came community preservation, and with that, we approached the town. We brought it to them. They embraced it fully, along with funds from CPA and the Open Space and Recreational Land Trust that was set up at the time, funding through the town. They purchased the land. It's town-owned. There was $500,000 came from CPA, and the other $250,000 came from the Land Trust. We then went back to the town meeting and obtained a 30-year lease. With that in place, we started the development of the property. We had some engineers that were on our board. Keith McDonald helped out tremendously. Dave Potter, both worked for Par Engineering, and they were nice enough to do a lot of pro bono work. We went through all of the design phase. Everything is in place. All the permitting is done. It took quite a while to get this all done. We did land search for probably 2 or 3 years, and I think that we were at the point where if CPC hadn't come into play, I don't know that this project would have ever gotten off the ground. So we developed the property to the point where all the permitting is in place, and now currently we're in our fundraising mode, and it's a multi-million-dollar project. We need a lot of money to get this done, and with the economy being the way it's been, fundraising has been very difficult, and things have been tough for the last couple of years. We were approached by a couple people from CPC and thought that it would be a good project for them to get involved with more other than the original purchase of the property. So we gave a proposal to CPC. They voted unanimously to recommend it. It still has to go before town meeting with a dollar amount of $522,000. We also, as part of our proposal, had made the pitch that we want it to be matching funds. So we also have to raise that amount privately. CPC, the way I viewed it with all of the projects that they've done, is really seed money. And what it's done for our organization is it gave us the seed money to get the land and to be able to get the involvement, to get the engineering done, to get the wetlands delineated. All of the different things that have been accomplished to this point probably wouldn't have been able to be done if CPC hadn't stepped in. So now we've got the possibility of $522,000 in funding from CPA, also to match that privately. The private donors, especially the large donors, really want to see equity in the project, and this gives us more community involvement. They see that the town is behind it. And the fundraising has been a lot easier in the short period of time that we've gotten the preliminary approval. Also in that time, and a big reason for approval from the National Guard to come in and do some of the site work, was because the CPA funds will be there. It's going to allow us to purchase materials to do some of the preliminary road work that we need to do to get in, so the National Guard can get in. We've met with the school committee. The school committee has agreed to allow us to house the soldiers at the school during the summer months. We're looking at the project starting with the National Guard in the spring of 2013, which seems a long way off, but we've been doing this for a long time. We know the scale of the project, and it's actually going to give us some time to get all of our ducks in order, to get all of the funding in place, so that hopefully by the time construction is ready to start with the National Guard, we'll have enough funding in place that we can do all of the finish work that the Guard won't be able to do. The timing couldn't have worked out better. The leagues are fully behind us. We are working diligently now to make sure that this goes through town meeting, and also to make sure that we have everything for the National Guard in place when they're ready to come. It's been an awful long process for us. We've worked real hard behind the scenes, and we've gotten a lot of support from the community, but I don't think we've gotten any as much as CPC has given to us. This has been a huge shot in the arm to us, and we really hope that this is going to take us to the completion of this project. Thank you.